That's why I said, when an opportunity comes to own a property in a great area, take the opportunity and buy it.
Or what do you think of Jacksonville, or what place is good in Florida for real estate investing?
Jacksonville is nice. It's still growing. Personally, I don't know. I'm not that impressed with the market. I really love the Tampa market, and there's so much potential here. I think Tampa is going to be like another, New York. One, we have so many financial services sectors coming down here. A lot of businesses are coming down, big businesses.
Goldman Sachs.
I mean, we have Bank of America, Chase, Citigroup, Wells Fargo. They're all bringing centers down here. We're not that far from Sarasota and Naples, which is like big money, big old money.
And I have a friend too who's a job recruiter. She can't let me know what companies, but there are tech companies establishing a home here in Tampa.
So yeah, that's another thing. Like, it's not well known yet, but Tampa Bay is expected to be the next bay, like San Francisco Bay and Tokyo Bay. So it's gonna be another tech bay. So
not to mention Buccaneers, Super Bowl.
Yeah. So the other thing is, like, actually one of my mentors is a tech mentor, right?
Mm-hmm.
He has a tech company. He lives down the street from me. He's in my neighborhood. So a lot of people are coming down, and most of my Airbnbs are being rented from people coming from San Francisco and working, out of the 2-bedroom Airbnb by the water. So it's a lot of opportunities here, and the potential is just awesome. And plus, Pinellas County is the most dense county in Florida. So we already have a hub. You're not really building it out. It's already built. It's just getting stronger. Right now in my market, it's not like we're filling in the gaps. There's really not many gaps at all. Like, it's really hard to find land to build a house. They're bulldozing what's existing and building bigger. So in Pinellas County, we're actually building up. The density is getting more, the demand is becoming very high, and I have learned from my past experiences that you want to bet on winning areas, because if you're betting that my dad, when he moved down here from New Jersey, he bought a property in Spring Hill. He bought a gas station in Spring Hill. And they said, Pinellas County is getting too full. Pretty soon people are going to start building in Pasco, and then they're going to come to, I think, Hernando, which is where Spring Hill is. Spring Hill is still dead. It's been 25 years, and they said that Spring Hill is going to blow up, and it's still dead. And they're saying Pasco is going to get filled up next. It's been getting filled, but it isn't even near full. In some parts of Pasco, it's still dead. So I like betting on an area that is winning, because the strong money, I call it a strong hand. When an economy tanks, if you're in a great neighborhood, which people have owned the homes for a very long time, majority are long-term holders, and a lot of them paid off their home, those are very strong hands. Good economy, bad economy, they're not selling their house. If someone passed away, it's going to be sold. Otherwise, they're not selling the house. That's why I said, when an opportunity comes to own a property in a great area, take the opportunity and buy it. Buy the property.
So that actually segues to this question on YouTube here. Someone's asking, how can I get started with real estate out of state, because California is too expensive for me, even for fourplexes or eightplexes?
Yeah, fourplexes in California are pretty expensive. I mean, a good one starts at like $2 million. But then again, the property I own in downtown St. Pete, when I'm done, it's going to be close to $2 million for that fourplex. So downtown St. Pete is already touching on Cali prices. That's like sick. I had an opportunity to buy a penthouse in downtown St. Pete. It was an older building, but it was a top floor overlooking the water. You could have bought it for $150,000 when the market tanked in 08. Now, a penthouse in downtown St. Pete. One is listed for sale, given it's a lot nicer. But the point is, it's listed for sale at $5.7 million. Condos in downtown St. Pete are now going for $1,000 a square foot. To give you perspective, you can move to Newport Richey or Hudson and buy a home for $100 a square foot. So we have that, we just have it, right? Like it's here and it's only gonna become more expensive and good things are coming.
How can he invest in real estate out of state?
So there's simplest ways to partner with someone, right? Like we have a lot of out-of-state investors from New York and California. They invest with us because we get them big tax write-offs. When we do a syndication, we get significant tax write-offs, and that helps reduce their earned income and reduces their tax liability. So it helps them to get a higher return, because if you get tax write-offs year one, and you save money on taxes, that kind of helps you reduce your basis in the real estate deals. Your ROI is higher. Two, you can find a partner in another state and partner with them that way, not maybe through a syndication, but just more like a smaller deal. You gotta make sure you got a good partner and knows what they're doing. Three, you can get a real estate agent to help you find a property to buy in this market or in a market outside of California. But you have to make sure, one, you find a real estate agent that knows what they're doing. Most real estate agents do not understand investing. They gotta sell you a house. So they're not gonna really be able to tell you what's a great real estate deal. 99.9% of real estate agents don't even have any investment properties. So it's hard for them to tell you what's good if they don't have any themselves. Part two, you then have to find a real estate agent that's good at managing the property. Different skill set. Part three, if you're planning to Airbnb, like us, we do half Airbnb, half annual, to have a blended income so we can have consistent income coming in. The agent that can do Airbnbs cannot do annual rental. It's a different skill set. They might be able to do, but it's unlikely for the person to have both skill sets. So what it would be is study the market, find a good partner, find a good agent to buy the property, and manage the property. Once you do all of those, you should have a great thing on your hands. The other problem is if you don't partner with somebody, the problem is like when I find a deal, it's purchased the same day. The same day I took it. So if you don't have a connection with someone that's on it and this is what they do, you're not gonna get the opportunities. They're gonna slip by and you're like, oh man, I missed all these great opportunities. You're gonna end up buying something that's like an okay deal. But sometimes an okay deal in another state is better than a decent deal in California or a good deal in California, because these other states are landlord friendly and have probably a higher potential of appreciation.
And do you have to be an accredited investor to do any of this?
You don't have to. Like for example, some of the people that invest with me are not accredited investors, but we have a pre-existing relationship. I do their taxes or did their mortgage or did their insurance, or I advised them multiple times before, where they paid for consulting with me. So I have a relationship with them beforehand, and after having a number of interactions, you have a relationship where you can invest even though you're not accredited. So there is that opportunity. But normally the minimum a person invests with me is like $50,000. But my average investor puts in $300,000 to $500,000. So we get very good tax write-offs. So they like investing a lot so they can get a significant amount of tax write-offs.